I hope y'all are doing well. So, a thought just occurred to me earlier that Blitz, Fizz, and Barbie Wire all have some form of the representation of a celestial bodies. For example, when Fizz removed his hat and you're thinking of his cheery personality, he kind of resembles that of a sun, while Blitz's scar kind of reminds him that of the moon. So, in a lot of ways, it definitely brings off a new concept in terms of the relationships. In this video, I'm going to break down a possible shipping that is possibly going to happen in the season 2, tail end of season 2, possibly season 3. And bear in mind, there can be some spoilers in this, so watch out and stay tuned. Normally, I don't do strange shippings, but I felt like this one seemed interesting to explore because I've just happened to see a pattern. Here's what I mean. So, for example, you have Fizzaroli, whose face resembles that of a sun, and also because he just has a very cheery personality that we get to see in season 2. And if you notice, his horns definitely resemble that of the sun's crest that surrounds the orb, especially if he was drawn with multiple horns around his face. And of course, Asmodeus resembles that rooster, which of course is associated with the sun because they crow at the crack of dawn. And then of course you have Stolas and Blitz. Blitz's face resembles that of a moon, and his personality can be a little bit that of a moon because he definitely isn't as outspoken or very nice as Fizzaroli is. Then of course there's Stolas, who's the owl, and owls are associated with the moon, especially because there's also the moon goddess Artemis and represents wisdom as a whole. So in a lot of ways, these two are circus imps that have somehow created bondage with very powerful boyfriends. And then there is Vassago and Barbie. Now if you notice again that Barbie's forehead, and of course there's only an X and 2 hearts, but if you modify that heart and the X's, you get to see that it becomes a 6-pointed star. And then of course you notice that Vassago's outfit has stars on them too, which could hint that these two could play a big role together as well as separate individuals. How they're going to meet? Well, I feel like this is going to be when Barb is in the midst of one of her job hunts, and as a result, finds herself meeting up Vassago, mostly if she's seen an ad that he may have posted up, or if she just happened to come across him by accident if she was on her way to another job, which in some ways, the second one could make some sense in context, because Barb isn't exactly someone who will open to her anyone, and of course she may result in trying to do some of her dirty tricks that she'll try to do in Unhappy Campers. However, that may fail in the worst way possible, resulting her in being, well, I wouldn't say ownership, but she'll probably be stuck with helping Vassago out with whatever he's doing, and may not have a very high opinion about him at first, keeping a good distance away. But Vassago, seeing as the supposedly good boy that he is, will probably treat her with a sense of respect that she probably hasn't had in a very long time, especially with her daddy issues that are gonna go, and I'm pretty sure will pop up eventually. And slowly but surely, Barb is going to eventually open to somebody, and maybe Vassago might be the kind of person she needs to talk to. I mean, so far, in just one episode alone, we get that she is a drug addict or former addict trying to get out of rehab and probably stay out of rehab, just try to get her life together. I'm pretty sure once we learn about her backstory with Blitz, we can finally get some idea of what may happen. But for now, I feel like this could be a good possibility for Barb to rely on Vassago. And also, Vassago's voice actor was voiced by Perito, if some of you had seen Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. So we've seen of how Perito has been a therapy dog. So I can imagine Vassago being just that, being Barbie's therapist or something close to a therapist that she could actually afford to talk to. Someone who could voice her concerns at times and recognizing how she feels. And while this theory is a bit of a stretch, I do feel like this could have some potential, more than we would have with her being paired up with Striker or Vassago, because they're both too emotionally damaged to really help Barb with whatever issues going on. And I'm pretty sure Vassago's got his own demons, pardon the pun, to deal with in terms of having to put up with whatever expectations are given from the Goishas, especially if he's a low-ranking demon or somewhat of a low ranker within the Gorishan ranks. So these are just my thoughts, and I'd like to hear yours. What do you think about this pairing? Do you think it has some potential? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, do a like. This is Dragon Videos, signing off.